Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. If you've been watching our channel for a little while, you know that with our unboxing videos, we typically wait to get all our items back from our grading companies before we show you guys. So whether we send it to CGC, WATA, AFA, VGA, wherever we send the items to, we typically wait to get those back before we actually have an unboxing and to show you guys what we got and what grades we got. But today we're going to do something a little different. We actually are going to show you guys an acquisition that we just got in today. We haven't even looked at this ourselves. We just peeled off the shipping label for security reasons, but we actually haven't even looked at these yet. But this is actually a really cool group of Atari 2600 video games. Now these are all Zeller titles. If you're familiar with Zellers, it's a discount retailer in Canada. It came to its peak around the mid-90s, 95, 96. I think there were about 350 stores in the mid-90s. But in the 80s, when the Atari 2600 was the console to have and everybody was creating games for it and everybody was looking for games, Zellers actually took the Atari games and had them kind of counterfeited in Taiwan, and so they were actually selling Zellers branded Atari 2600 counterfeit games in their retail stores. So Atari eventually put an end to this. They made them stop selling the Atari games. Those were not licensed by the company to Zellers. Zellers just kind of took the game and rebranded it and called it a Zellers version of the game. Like I said, these are all counterfeit games. These are all supposed to be factory sealed. We did buy this from a single owner collector, so we're really excited to take a look at this. I think there's 6 of these in the box. We ordered 6 of these from this individual collector. There's only 18 Zeller titles total, so this is about a third of the entire catalog of Zeller's games. So this is 6 of them. Like I said, there's 18 total, so I'm really excited to take a look at these particular titles and see what they look like in person and see if they actually are factory sealed. So let's go ahead and cut into this and see what we have. Okay. All right. You know, it's actually looking a little bit better on the edges than I expected. These games are all from the 80s, so you expect them to be pretty beat up, especially these cheap counterfeit games. The paper boxes are super fragile. They didn't use great paper since they were counterfeit to begin with. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first game out of this box here. Dragon Treasure. Now this here, like I said, these are all Zellers games. They have a little price tag up here where the price is. It actually says Zellers. I think they were all... Whoop. Stuff is falling out. Let's turn... There we go. These games were never sealed in plastic. They're just these little paper clamshells. So the only way to tell that these were not opened is there's color breaking along the crease for the top and bottom clamshell. Now I don't see any color breaking on these, so it leads me to believe that these actually were never opened. The corners are kind of beat up, and it seems like they will open relatively easily, but there is no creasing or color breaking here on the crease. So these do look like they are factory sealed. You know, if you shake them hard enough, stuff seems to fall out, so I hope it's all included. But this here looks like a nice mid... There you go again. Let me shake it down this way. These all look like nice mid-grade games, like a 6, maybe a 6 or 7. So we are going to send all these to WATA and see what they tell us. Hopefully they'll tell us that they are all factory sealed, but we're really curious to see. You know, they're the experts, so we'll defer to them. So the first one is Dragon Treasure. Our next title here is Time Warp. Like I said, these are all Zellers games. They have the Zeller name in the price area up here on the top left, or top right, I guess. They all say 2600 compatible instead of Atari 2600. Like I said, these are all counterfeit. The art is, you know, what you would expect from a counterfeit Taiwanese hack. It's just typically screen grabs from the game or artist created pieces for these particular boxes. These are not, of course, licensed artwork. This one here, there's a little color rubbing, you know, but once again, we don't see any color breaking on the edges here. It leads us to believe these were never opened. Like I said, these seem like they will open relatively easily if you just shake them hard enough, but since there's no breaking of color there, we assume these are factory sealed. So that looks like a nice 8.5 on this one. This is a nice solid box, pretty sharp corners. So that one should grade pretty well. Let's see. Laser Volley. Once again, it looks like it's just a screen grab for the box art. Same art on the front and the back. So this one here looks like, once again, I don't see any color breaking on the lids. So these actually look like they are sealed. So nice box. We're saying maybe a 7. 7 or 8 on this one. Maybe even an 8.5. This is a nice crisp box for, a 1980s cheap cardboard box. This is nice, a nice condition box. Our fourth game. We're almost through these already. Circus. Now, once again, box art, same on the front and back. This box here has a little rubbing on just surface wear, surface rubbing. But once again, we do not see any breaking on the seams. It looks like it has never been opened. Here, everything's shifting around inside, so obviously all the components are in there. This one here looks like a 7 to 8. Like I said, all these seem to be pretty consistent with their quality. The one was a little smashed or a little creasy. Where'd it go? The first one, it has a crease on the back here, which might hold it back a little bit, but all the other ones are very, very solid, very firm, very sharp corners, so we're hoping these grade really well. Okay, what do we have here? Freeway. Now this one here has some damage here on the front. Looks like tape. Tape hit it once and it got peeled off, so there's a little color missing here. Sharp corners though, relatively. Like I said, for the cheapness of the material, it's a relatively good condition game. We're assuming this one here is going to be, 6-ish, 6 or 7. Freeway. Once again, super cheap box art. Just a really cool group of games here. And our last Zeller title is Challenge. Here you go. This one here is actually a really nice condition. There's not a lot of color missing from these edges here either, and like I said, these cheap boxes like this, there is a little ding here, a little crease on top, but other than that, it's pretty good condition. Like I said, these cheap paper boxes, you get a lot of color rubbing just on, just from wear, surface wear, but they're not meant to actually hold their color. But we don't see any indications that these were ever opened. So we're going to assume they're not, and we're going to send them in to WADA to hopefully get a factory sealed grade on these. So those are our 6 games: Challenge, Freeway, Circus, Dragon Treasure, Laser Volley, and Time Warp. So we're going to send these into WADA, see what they say. We're going to have unboxing shortly, probably in about a month and a half when these games come back. We're going to send some other Atari games with them. So you'll see these along with some other Atari games when we have another unboxing. So please drop some comments in the comment section below. Let us know if you guys collect the Zellers titles. Let us know what you guys think about these. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.